Hi all. Hello. Today we are going to see about mechanical rotational systems. In the last sessions we have discussed about mechanical translational systems and electrical analogy of mechanical translational systems. Today we are going to see about mechanical rotational systems. As we know, in mechanical translational systems, the main three elements are mass, dashpot and a spring. Like that we are having three main elements in mechanical rotational system also. So the model of mechanical rotational system can be obtained by using three elements. Can be obtained by three elements. What are those? Same moment of inertia, just like mass in mechanical translational systems. Moment of inertia, it is represented by J. There it is capital M. Next, dashpot and spring, same as translational systems. It is represented by capital B. Dashpot, which is having rotational frictional quotient, that quotient is represented by capital B. And third one is torsional spring, having stiffness, represented by K. There we are having MBK. Here we are having JBK. In translational systems, the displacement, if I apply a force on a body, it will move some distance. That is represented by X, displacement. Force applied, displacement X. Here in mechanical rotational system, we have to apply J. J is a input. Okay, J is the input like force. Their output is displacement. Here output is theta. That in a translational system, the displacement is linear displacement. Here in rotational systems, the displacement is angular displacement, that is represented by theta. Okay, so here we are having the symbols I am going to represent here. The symbols we are using in mechanical rotational systems are theta, angular displacement, like X. Next I am having J, B, K. And what is d theta by dt? It is angular velocity, right? What is J? It is moment of inertia. There we are having force, here I am having J, torque T. Like force, it is torque T. What is B? Dashpot. What is K? Spring, torsional spring. Okay, similarly X, there linear displacement, here it is angular displacement. D theta by dt, angular velocity. D square theta by dt is angular acceleration. There we are having linear acceleration, linear velocity, linear displacements. Here we are having angular. Okay, now we have to see torque balanced equation. Okay, in the last session we have discussed force balanced equations, because in translational system force is the input, here torque is the input. So whatever we have discussed in the last session, the same will repeat, but with these symbols. Okay, so I have considered ideal mass element having what is B and K? These are negligible. Okay, I am having ideal mass element and it is not having any uh, B and K, that is dashpot and spring. There is no stiffness and there is no rotational frictional coefficient, which because it is an ideal mass element. So what is a force balanced equation? Here according to Newton's second law. What is Newton's second law? All forces which are acting on a body is equal to 0, or applied force is equal to applied force, not force, applied torque here. Applied torque is equal to opposing torque. Okay, so here Tj is a opposing torque offered by this element J, that is moment of inertia element. Like we are having Fm, force offered by the mass element. Here I am having Tj. So Tj is directly proportional to d square theta by dt square, that is angular acceleration. If I remove this proportionality constant, I'll get Tj is equals to J into d square theta by dt square. So according to Newton's second law, applied force is torque and this is opposing torque. Both are equal. Okay, this is force balanced equation for J. Next, we have to consider torque balanced equation for ideal dashpot. Like this. This is the ideal dashpot. I am applying the torque here, so that it will have angular theta, angular displacement. So according to Newton's second law, here applied torque is equal to opposing torque. So here applied torque is directly proportional to angular acceleration of the body. In a case of B, that is dashpot, applied torque is equal to angular velocity of the body, that is TB. TB is the opposing torque, or applied force is equal to opposing force, which is directly proportional to d theta by dt. If I remove this proportionality constant, I will get B into d theta by dt. Next, third one, we have to consider the case if I am having B in between two displacements, that is theta 1 and theta 2. Last case we have discussed. So here it is equal to B into d by dt of theta 1 minus theta 2. Okay. Next, fourth one, we have to consider the case of K, that is spring, torsional spring having stiffness K, applying torque theta, and output is this is T and this is theta. So here I am considering ideal elastic element. Okay, so here which is having, if it is ideal, it is having negligible J and negligible B. Okay, so if I apply a torque, then this torsional spring will opposes the applied torque, and that opposing force is represented as Tk. Okay, if no, let a torque be applied, then the torsional spring then the torsional spring will offer opposing torque which is proportional to angular displacement of a body. So T is equal to Tk is directly proportional to angular displacement theta. If I remove that proportionality constant, it is k into theta. And fifth case, if this torsional spring is in between two displacements, then T is equal to Tk is equal to k into theta 1 minus theta 2. So these are all we discussed in the last sessions. Now we are going to do a problem. Okay, so for this problem we have to write the differential equations and we have to convert, or we have to get electrical analogy also. So this is a given diagram which is having two moment of inertia elements. Applied torque is T, output is theta displacements. Okay, so as already we know that how many mass elements we are having, that many loads we have to consider. So here I am having two moment of inertia elements like mass elements, that is J1 and J2. So we have to consider two nodes. So for each node we have to write force balanced equation by drawing free body diagram. Okay, so first for J1 I am drawing free body diagram. For J1, torque is applied, and what are the opposing forces on Tj1? On J1 is Tj1, next Tk, like this. Okay, so here you have to write free body diagram and you have to apply Newton's second law. So what is free body diagram here? In a case of Tj1, J1 into d square theta 1 by d theta square plus k into theta 1, because this k element is in between J1 and J2. If it is in between J1 and J2, here theta is given. I am considering one displacement theta 1 here. Okay, because we have to write the force balanced equation by considering two displacements, because two nodes. If two nodes are present, definitely we should have two displacements. If not mentioned, you can consider it as a theta 1. So k into theta 1 minus theta equal to, these are the opposing forces. According to Newton's second law, applied force equal to opposing forces. So these opposing forces equations are nothing but force balanced equations. In previous 5 points we got, and on the right hand side I am having the force, that is torque T. Okay, now take take Laplace transform on both sides. So as we are having 2, we will get s square, j1 into s square into theta 1 of s plus k into theta 1 of s minus k into theta of s is equal to t of s. So I am taking theta 1 of s as a common such that I'll get s square j1 plus k plus theta of s into k is equals to t of s. Okay, so this is a first differential equation. Next, this is a first Laplace transform equation. Consider it as 2. Next, similarly, you have to consider J2 and there is no torque applying on J2. So this is equal to 0, but opposing forces will present. These opposing forces are due to Tj2. Next, Tk, it is in between two nodes. Next, Tb. Okay, so apply Newton's second law. Opposing forces is equal to applied forces. Applied force is 0. So we will have this one Tj2. J2 into d square theta by dt square plus k into theta minus theta 1 plus b into d theta by dt. Okay, b into d theta by dt equal to 0. Okay, now apply Laplace transform. I will get j2 s square theta of s k theta of s minus k theta 1 of s plus b into s into theta of s equal to 0. Now take out theta of s common. I will get j2 s square minus plus bs minus k equal to all are plus only. Theta of s common, j2 s square plus k plus bs is equal to k into theta 1 of s. Okay, so this is third equation, differential equation. This is fourth equation, Laplace equation. Now what we have to find out? We have to find out the transfer function. What is transfer function? Transfer function is nothing but transfer function is equal to output by input. Okay, output is nothing but theta, input is nothing but t. So theta of s by t of s we have to find out. Okay, so we have to eliminate theta 1 of s in the equations 2 and 4. Then we will get the relationship between theta of s and t of s. So to get this relation, you have to substitute t1 of s from the equation 2 and substitute in 4. Okay, so from 2 write down the expression for theta 1 of s. So theta 1 of s is equals to theta 1 of s is equals to t of s minus theta of s into k divided by s square j1 plus k. Now substitute this theta 1 here. Or directly we can take theta 1 here and we can substitute here to get t of s. So what we have to do is you just simply consider theta 1 of s take theta 1 of s from equation 4, okay, and substitute this theta 1 of s in equation 2. Okay, so if we do like this, we will get the simplification very easily. So theta 1 of s is equals to j2 s square plus bs plus k divided by k. Okay, now consider this as equation 4. Substitute equation 5 in 2. So here theta 1 of s is j2 s square plus bs plus k by k into s square j1 plus k plus theta of s into k is equals to t of s. Now you have to simplify to get the transfer function. What is transfer function? Theta of s by t of s. So now what you have to do? So here j2 s square plus bs plus k into s square j1 plus k plus I am multiplying k here, k square divided by k. So this is k square into theta of s is equals to t of s, right? So already here I am having theta 1 of s. Theta 1 of s is nothing but theta of s. I will have here theta of s. Okay. Now I can write like this. It is equal to t of s. Now you can write easily theta of s by t of s is equals to k divided by j2 s square plus bs plus k into s square j1 plus k plus k square. So this is a transfer function. Okay, thank you.